Hi, this is Lee Garrett and welcome to another edition of Screencasts Online. In show 1243, we started to look at TickTick, a multi-featured cross-platform task management application that is gathering a lot of traction and popularity, and for good reason, because it's a very solid, stable and functional app that appeals to a broad variety of users. Now, in that primer video, we looked at the basics of TickTick, so how to add tasks, set up lists, organise with due dates and repeating tasks, as well as touching on smart lists and how they can work for you. Today, we're going to conclude our coverage of this application on iOS by going into more detail on some of the task configuration that you can set up, as well as look at some of the extra features in TickTick that you may not see in some of its competitors, such as a built-in calendar, a Pomodoro timer, and habit tracker. Now, as I won't be covering anything that we've already looked at in that video and simply continue from where I left off, it may be worth checking it out if you haven't already. Okay, we're in a task at the moment. Now, this is the Watch SCO video task. And as I'm now commuting a little bit more than I used to, there's actually a couple of steps to this because I need to ensure that I've got an offline copy of the video on my devices. Because the train that I get into London goes through a lot of tunnels and it can be frustrating just watching my screen buffer. Now, TickTick allows you to create subtasks, and I can do that simply by tapping on the ellipses and then add subtask. I'll give it a name, so I'll call it download video, and then tap to add. Now, before I add another subtask, I should point out that you don't have to go through the menu under the ellipses to add one. This button here does exactly the same thing. Now I'm going to tap to add another subtask here, and this is going to be to check that the video is available offline. So once downloaded, I can verify it's there. And those are the only prep tasks that I need to do prior to watching. So to mark them as complete, I can simply check them both off. So subtasks can be very useful. Another useful feature you're going to find in most task managers is the ability to comment on tasks. So if I tap, then select comments. Now, why do you need to comment? Well, I use this generally to let my future self know some information that I may need to be able to get the task completed. So it could be a link to a file, it could be some further information that I need to execute the task, or perhaps just a status update if I've done a little bit of work towards it. Now, if you're collaborating on a task with someone else, which we'll cover shortly, then you can leave comments for others as well. Now, I've decided to defer this for a week, so just putting a comment in here to explain that. And I'll tap done, and the comment's added. We have the name of the user adding the comments at the top, then the comment itself, as well as how long ago it was added on the right. Okay, let's close that and come down here where we can see the comment live. Okay, back up and tap.
That's just a quick preview of one of this week's Apple-related tutorials from Screencasts Online. Screencasts Online is your premium source of Apple-related video tutorials. All of our members get access to brand new, up-to-date tutorials each week, as well as unlimited access to our entire video archive full of Mac and iOS-related tutorials. You can stream and download all of our videos on your Mac, iPad and iPhone, and even your Apple TV using the members-only Screencasts Online Apple TV app. Membership also includes a complimentary subscription to the digital Screencasts Online monthly magazine, published each month and packed with videos, articles, reviews, as well as hints and tips covering all aspects of the Mac, iPad, iPhone, and all of the other fantastic Apple products. So, if you're ready to start getting the most out of your Apple devices, visit screencastsonline.com today and become a Screencasts Online member.